In this video, we will show you how to replace your power steering pressure line on the Chevy Silverado. This will be located inside of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. A quick note, when performing this service, you need to flush out the power steering fluid before you continue on. Make sure you flush it out with the manufacturer's specified fluid. You make your way right down to the reservoir here, pop that cap, and flush it out as needed. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Once you have flushed the power steering system and you're sure you have new fluid in there, let's continue on to removing as much of that fluid as possible from inside of the power steering fluid reservoir. Get the cap back on here temporarily. At this point, we can start separating our two power steering pressure lines from each other. Looking down in this area, you're going to find that you have a small fitting. We'll hold on to the larger area with a 19mm and turn the fitting with a 16mm. Turn that counterclockwise until it's fully removed. A quick inspection and have the two separated. 19mm on there. Let's make sure we have a collection bucket under this area. Now that I have this loose, I'll just go ahead and do the rest by hand. Now that we have the power steering pressure hose disconnected from the line, the next thing that you need to do is inspect the fitting here and inspect the very end of the hose. Typically, you will find that you have an original O-ring gasket in place. Go ahead and remove that, give it a close inspection, and set it aside. Your kit came with a brand new one. We'll wipe down this line and make sure it's still in good reusable condition and set it aside. Safely make your way under the vehicle. We're going to be looking along the back side of the power steering pump. This is where you're going to find your power steering pressure line leading to the back of the pump. Use a 16mm to turn this counterclockwise and remove the power steering pressure line from the pump. Keep in mind there could still be fluid in this area. Have your collection bucket handy. Let's get this out of here. With that pressure line out of the back side of the pump, it's important to make sure you clean and inspect the mounting point. Have a quick look inside the port. Double check inside of that port. Make sure you don't have any of the previously existing gasket. Okay, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new power steering pressure line. You'll find in your kit it comes with a brand new gasket. That goes on the tip here, the area that goes into that power steering pump. Go ahead and take your brand new O-ring gasket and put it in place. Double check to make sure it's seated all the way around, and now we can carefully take this, put it onto the back of the power steering pump, and start it in by hand. Let's be careful not to get any debris inside of our power steering system as we continue here. Once you have this started in by hand, take hold of the line and lift it up as high as you can. It only goes so far. While you hold it in position, continue on with snugging the fitting. Okay, right there is bottomed out. Once you have it bottomed out, you just want to take it a tiny bit further. We don't want to cause any damage, but you do want to make sure it's nice and snug. Take hold of the line, give it a wiggle, and make sure it's secured to that pump. Perfect. Now up inside this area, we have our power steering hose leading over towards where that power steering pressure line is. We'll make sure that we have a brand new O-ring gasket on the end here. With that O-ring gasket in place, go ahead and take this and put it in place up against that power steering pressure line and start this in by hand. When you go to tighten these two lines together, it's important to make sure that you continue with your 19mm wrench to hold the power steering pressure line and your 16mm wrench to go ahead and tighten up that fitting. Bottom it out and make sure it's nice and snug. Okay, right there is bottomed out. Double check your connection point. Now it's time to fill the power steering system. Let's make our way to that power steering reservoir. We'll remove the cap. At this point, we're going to go ahead and fill up the power steering reservoir with the manufacturer's specified fluid. When I say fill it, I don't mean all the way up to the top. We only want to come approximately 3/4 of the way up the reservoir. After that, we're going to pause out here and make our way into the passenger compartment. Now that we have this topped off up to here, let's carefully raise the front end of the vehicle so both front wheels are off the ground. After that, make your way into the passenger compartment. In the passenger compartment, we're going to have the key in the on position and turn the wheel all the way to one side, and then continue turning the steering wheel all the way to the other side. Repeat this process. What we're doing is we're looking inside that reservoir and we're watching for air bubbles making their way out of the system. Once you've confirmed you have no more air coming out of the system, make your way back out here and we're going to top off the fluid. This time it's important to pay attention to the power steering reservoir cap. As you can tell, I'm a little low here. We'll continue adding. Let's check it. Okay, let's go ahead and start it up. With that fluid topped off, the next thing you're going to do is start up the vehicle and let it run and get up to normal operating temperature. While it's running, go ahead and check for fluid leaks. After you're sure there's no leaks and the fluid's up to temperature, go ahead and check that fluid level one last time, close the hood, and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.